If I don't have control over my own thoughts, then what else do I have? We have something even better. This calm, void, quiet joy, openness, knowing. The only reason we are not feeling like that is that we are lost in thought. What's the point of meditating if I meditate for 1 hour a day? If then when I get back to my normal life, I have the same behavior, you will see what is possible and how your life changes when you show up for yourself. As a coach, I have a list of 10 habits that changed my life. It's a transformation toolkit, and I go through this list with my clients during the Emotional and Somatic Intelligence program. Number one habit that transformed my life is meditating. Why is that? You will find out in this video. I will share why meditation is so important, how it has changed my life, and why you no longer need to suffer. Number one, meditation is a metaphor for life. I heard from so many of my clients, and it was my case too when I started meditating 8 years ago. It was because I was so stressed at work, I couldn't sleep, and I knew that something needed to change. Mindfulness was getting more and more popular, so I started meditating with Calm app and then with Headspace app. And I did it for a while, and do you know what happened? It actually made me even more stressed. Isn't that absurd? How am I supposed to continue something that is making me feel worse? And I remember going into my meditation and I was prompted, you are the blue sky and watch your thoughts come by like clouds. Let them come in and let them pass by. And what that did, it actually made me face my lack of control, and that hurt. I was able to see for myself that I didn't have any control over my thoughts. And in the beginning, that can be disheartening if we don't have the right frame and how to interpret that. It can take us off this path and believe that what we are doing is wrong and stop meditating. Let me tell you, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Meditating is becoming aware of what already is about letting go, is the art of non-interference, the art of accepting what is. And after I did some months meditating like this and getting more and more frustrated with my own mind and the fact that I cannot control any of my thoughts. And if you have the impression that you can control your thoughts, let me ask you this. Tell me the name of a popular singer. Michael Jackson. Did you say Michael Jackson? Drop a comment down below. Did you generate that name? Did you think about it for a second? Michael Jackson, in my case, randomly popped in my head. I didn't generate it myself. So my thoughts come from a place that is really mysterious. I cannot choose the next thought. I can only witness the next thought arising. So that's why I'm saying that meditation is a metaphor for life. And the way that we meditate is the way that we live our lives and the way that we interact with others. What shocked me and prevented me from meditating again for a while was this fact that I faced my own lack of control. And if I don't have control over my own thoughts, then what else do I have? Let me tell you that we have something even better. I used to be a control freak. I had this belief that the world is not safe, and if I control everything, then I have a chance of safety. And it's not like that at all. It is embracing the discomfort, embracing the unknown, and not fighting it. So, one view, my initial view was that my lack of control means that I am worthless and I don't want to face this reality where I cannot control my thoughts. And what's wise is realizing how freeing this is. If we don't have any control over our thoughts, they are arising in our consciousness. How freeing is that? And we don't have to listen to them. We don't have any power over them, and they don't have any power over us. It's all connected. So, let me give you a real example with anxiety. I used to have anxiety every day at work, at night, and I had this pounding in my chest. I could not relax. It was connected to the feeling that I need to be in control in order to have some glimpse of safety. The downside of that was that I was judging myself. It was not enough that I had anxiety. I was judging myself. Why am I so lousy? Why am I not more confident? Why am I not less sensitive? When we have anxiety, we have some feelings and some thoughts, and we can look at those as objects appearing in our consciousness. So I have this pounding in my chest, some kind of pressure, maybe I blush. And the thought connecting to it is that I don't want to feel this way, I am lame. If we compare the same physical symptoms, it is almost the same as if I'm going to a roller coaster. It's the same as excitement, or it's the same as if I am sitting in a sauna, or my favorite, going to cryotherapy. So I would get this pounding in my chest, shaking. The difference between these two are not the actual sensations in our body which we can tolerate. Believe me. And if you are brave, look at it with curiosity, are the mental stories that we associate with that. So when we feel anxiety, or when we feel excitement, or the same physical symptoms as sauna or cryotherapy, we never judge ourselves. And I say, oh, this is so lame that I'm shaking or that I'm nervous before going to a cryotherapy session. Why choose to suffer, realizing that they are just objects appearing in this open space that is our consciousness? Is so freeing and liberating and saves us from unnecessary suffering. There is some suffering in life which we cannot avoid, as breaking up with someone, as going through a divorce, losing someone. That cannot be avoided. 5% of our suffering cannot be avoided. 95% just mental stories that we identify with. When we have the power, watch them come in and watch them pass by without interfering. One common misbelief is that meditation is to be done only sitting in the lotus position, zen, everything around us calm. I believe that is a misconception. That is not true. So if you would ask me, how does meditating feel? I would ask you back, what do you enjoy most doing? Is it skiing? Is it walking in nature? And how did you feel when you were doing that? I enjoy so much walking in nature. It feels like time doesn't exist, and it feels like I don't even exist. Let me explain that to you. It feels like only the experience exists, like everything else fades away. And when I walk in the forest, I like to stop for a few moments by my favorite tree and touch my tree, close my eyes, and it feels like everything else around me disappears. There is this stillness in time. I am in a tunnel. I have this calm, void, quiet joy, openness, knowing. If you know that feeling, let me know below. I also experienced it during the CIA Gateway experience. If you are familiar with that, the CIA has been studying meditation, and you can do the tapes nowadays. It's going to expand our consciousness. And my favorite was the last session. What are you without your past? Everything in the past is just a memory. Every time we remember an event from our past, we change it. It's not reality, it's something playing in our memory. And the future doesn't exist either, it's just a projection. It is our strength as human beings. We can generate strategies, different possibilities, but it is also our weakness. We are lost in future projections or in reliving past memories. So imagine a box, any color that you would like, and put there all your past, your country, your profession, anything connected to your past. Put it in that box. And now put also your future worries, projections, possible outcomes, desires. And what are you without your past, without your future, without social constructs? What are you? This is not a beginner question. And the ego, the part of us that wants to keep us safe, that part that is also responsible for the inner critic and for keeping us in the comfort zone, is identified with the past and is projecting itself in the future. So think about that for the following days and let me know what is your true nature. And to get back to that feeling of openness, calm, awareness, the only reason we are not feeling like that is that we are lost in thought. How freeing is that? It's our choice if we let ourselves get lost in thought or not. This is why I believe that meditation is not about sitting, it's about living life in a mindful way and becoming aware of different thoughts and emotions, accepting them, letting them come in, letting them pass by without interfering, without engaging. Because what we resist persists and it will only make them grow stronger. And what's the point of meditating if I meditate for 1 hour a day? If then when I get back to my normal life, I have the same behavior and I treat badly everyone around me. There is no point in that. And once you get the hang of it, you will see how it connects to the way you are in your everyday life, how it improves your well being and the well being of everyone around you. Meditation is not about doing something, it's about what we are ceasing to do. We are ceasing to get lost in thought and ceasing to get lost in emotion. And I'm not saying that I am above it. I'm not. It's about how fast can you come back. So if I drop a plate and I break it, I will get angry. That's absolutely normal. I let myself get angry for 90 seconds. That's all it takes for an emotion to pass through. And then I get back to my normal state. I am not my emotions. I am not my thoughts. I am the one aware of my thoughts. And the last point I wanted to share with you is a short practice, and it's not requiring you sitting down. Next time you go for a walk, when you go to work, or if you go for a walk in nature, my favorite, as you walk, find an object in front of you and watch it move towards you, and then switch and feel the way you are moving towards the object. And do that several times. So switch between the object is moving towards you and you are moving towards the object. Do that for several times and then find the middle ground. It is not so straightforward, and get out of your thinking mind is not literal. This is something to invite you to go a level deeper. So find the middle ground between you moving towards an object and the object moving towards you. And as you practice, you will see the middle ground is just now. Everything is appearing in your consciousness. There is no moving towards, against, there is just the present moment. Try it out. It's my favorite walking practice. To sum it up, meditation isn't about becoming something different. It's about waking up to your true nature, to who you already are. Life itself is the practice, and every moment is an invitation to be fully present. And the best gift you can give yourself and to others is being present in the moment. If you would like to go a level deeper, I will host the Somatic Breathwork guided journey on the 9th of February. It is something exclusive for my email family. I invite you to subscribe to my newsletter if you would like to join this free somatic breathwork guided journey. It's a way to reconnect our mind with our body and our emotions, release what has been holding us back, and create space for how we want to show up in the world, connect with our inner peace, openness, creativity, and freedom. And I am so grateful for you. You will see what is possible and how your life changes when you show up for yourself. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching, for liking this video, for subscribing. Before I go, I want to leave you with a quote by David White. Beauty is an achieved state of both deep attention and self-forgetting. What do you think about that? Let me know below. And let me know also, are you a fan of meditating? I'm so curious to find out. I'm sending you so much love and a big, big hug, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.